Hey guys and gals, KY Bearded Guy here. I know I've been telling y'all for a while I was going to do a knife sharpening video. So I'm going to do that for you today. I've got a buddy who's getting ready to go hunting and wanted me to tune up some of his hunting knives for him. Excuse the weird hand, but I've got neuropathy in my right hand. I just finished up my little Smith & Wesson here, if it'll come into focus. Anyway, it's just a cheap Smith & Wesson I picked up at an AutoZone, and I'll show you how sharp they can get. I will sacrifice some of the hair. Clean shaven. So that's how I check sharp knives. You also do the thumb check, where if it doesn't slide on your thumbnail, it's super sharp. So I'll get started here. We'll start on the skinning knife. I just got the basic cheap stone that you can pick up anywhere. I think it's like a 300 grit and then an 800 grit. But the way I do it is I try to stay on that certain angle. You know, if you get your knife up like this or whatever, the only thing you're trying to do is there's a little burr that gets on the end of the blade, and you're trying to clean that blade up. So that's what I'm doing here. And you don't have to spend a whole lot of time. You're just trying to get that burr off. And what that does is that's how it gets super sharp. You gotta try to remember how many times you go on one side, then flip it over and do the other side. And you got some people that say, oh, you can only go forward, you can only do this, only do that. You know what? If you find a way that works for you, do it. I found this way. I've been doing it for 20 years, and I found this way I get them sharp enough to shave with. So, all right. Flip the stone over. Get on the finer grit here. And what I do with my stones, I normally try to soak them about an hour before I sharpen knives. That way they get good and wet and I don't have to keep adding a bunch of water all the time. Flip it over. Alright. I'm going to bring out the other stone. And this is a Japanese whetstone. It is a 3000 and 8000. I'm going to start off on the 3000 side and then work over to the 8000. And you'll see as I'm doing this, you'll see all the water, how it builds up, and it's got that shavings in there. That's how you know it's working. Flip it over. And once I get done with my stones, I have a piece of leather that I've attached to a 2x4, and I use that green compound. Get that little hair off there from where I shaved my arm. A little beard hair on there. And I like to give the blade a little dip in the water, kind of clean some of it off. Come back over to this side, we'll add just a little bit more water on there. Now I'll do this side. It really doesn't take as long as some people think. You know, I've had people at work ask me to sharpen knives and do this, that, and the other, and they think it's going to take 2 or 3 days to do it. I tell them, no, we get the stones out, and it just takes a couple minutes. All right. Clean that bad boy off, put the stone back in the water, because I got more knives to do yet. Get the holder out of the way. And here is my homemade leather strap with the green compound. If you don't know what the green compound is, that's what I use. It really puts a nice polish on the blade and makes them nice. You just take it, run it across your leather, which I've already done for the previous knife. So, and this you want to make sure you're not going back and forth. You just want to go in one direction, and you want to do equal number strokes on both sides. So keep track of how many times that you've done it. And then switch it over, do the same thing the other side. Now, we'll see if she can sharpen us, or she'll cut it, or shave us, whatever. As you see, it's just shaving me, no problem. Hair coming right off. Well, I hope this video helped some of you all that doesn't know how to sharpen a knife yet. And if you do know how to sharpen it, continue doing what you're doing. My way is just my way. You don't have to take it. Y'all have a blessed day.